First and foremost, I want to say all praises to the Most High, Yahawah, Hashem, YAHAWASHI.
Unto the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. For the Lord shall comfort Zion, he will comfort all her waste places. And he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving, and the voice of melody. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people.
All praises to the Most High, Yahawah.
My salvation is gone forth, and mine arms shall judge the people. The isles shall wait upon me, and on mine arm shall they trust. Lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their revilings. For the moth shall eat them up like a garment.
All praises to the Most High, Yahawah, Hashem, YAHAWASHI.
My righteousness
Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah
my
YAHAWASHI.
salvation from generation to generation.
Barakatah Yahawah, Hashem, YAHAWASHI.
Awake, put on strength. O arm of the Lord, awake as in the ancient days, in the generations of old. Art thou not it that hath cut Rahab and wounded the dragon? Art thou not it which hath dried the sea, the waters of the great deep, that hath made the depths of the sea away from the ransomed to pass over? Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion. And everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou, that thou shouldst be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? And forgettest the Lord thy Maker, that hath stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and hast feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. But I am the Lord thy God, that divided the sea, whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, Thou art my people.
We are his people. Wake, awake, awake, awake. Because we are his people.
The cup of his fury. Thou hast
Now it's high time to wake out of that sleep.
and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith thy Lord the Lord, and thy God that beeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of
He is switching that cup of iniquity.
fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee,
Yes.
which have said to thy soul,
All praises to the Most High, Yahawah, Hashem,
YAHAWASHI.
YAHAWASHI.
As the ground, and as the street to them that went over.
Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, for SHAM, Hamashiach, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to all the elect apostles who's out there preaching and teaching His word in truth and sincerity and prophesying the downfall of this wicked nation called the United Snakes of America. I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want to do a quick scripture in regards to all the things that's been going on around this world. Flooding all over. I mean, there's flooding all over this world. China, you got flooding in China, you got flooding in Indonesia, you got flooding in the Philippines, you got volcanoes going off in Indonesia, you got earthquakes happening in Indonesia, Philippines. I mean, earthquakes are just popping up all over the place. So this is how you know we are in the last time. We're in the last days. In regards to the scriptures, right? In regards to the scripture, these are the signs that we are in the last days. So now there was flooding in Indiana. It's like India, right? Flooding there, flooding. I mean, it's unbelievable with the flooding, hailstorms in Italy. I mean, the world is literally showing you right before its face. This earth is literally showing you that judgment is upon this whole world. Whether we call it Mother Earth or the earth, whatever, it's showing us that we're in the last days, right? I'm going to go with Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at verse, I'm going to start at verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So, if you look at what's going on around this world today, that scripture right there alone tells you that we're in the last days. Well, some people like to say, well, you know, that's been going on for, yes, it has been going on for a long, long, long time. But the difference is that they're picking up. The disasters and the plagues and the pestilence, they have been picking up over the last few years. They have intensified. You got those 2 hurricanes right now that's viewing out, that's going to hit the Gulf. Hurricane, well, they're calling it tropical storm right now. Tropical storm Laura and what's the other one? Hector, I think? I'm not sure. I think it's Hector. I believe it's Hector. Tropical storm. Two tropical storms heading into the Gulf, right? And this clearly is a sign of end times. You got the fires going out in California. They are just, we are in the end days. We are in the end times. We are definitely in the end times. The world continues to not pay attention. The world continues to, not the world, I'm just going to say America. America is worrying about the elections, right? When has those elections ever given you the results that you wanted, right? That's why the Most High tells us to come up out of them. Do not walk in their ways. And what are their ways? This unrighteous, unjust system that you're in. This unrighteous and unjust system that we are in. That's the ways of the heathen. That's the ways of the heathen. eating the pork, not resting on the Sabbath, not helping the homeless. The unrighteousness is out of this world, as you people would like to say. The unrighteousness of people and the governments are out of this world. So this is how you know we are in the end times. Matthew 24 says it all. Earthquakes, pestilence, nations against nation. Is that not what's going on right now? That you're talking about peace and safety, but we know that that's not going to happen. They've been talking about peace and safety for I don't know how long. How long have they been talking about peace and safety, especially over there in the Middle East? They've been talking about peace and safety for a long, long time in the Middle East. And has it happened? Has peace and safety happened in that land over there? Has it come about? Nope. So I just want to briefly just bring up this quick video. Talk about the earthquakes and the pestilence and the diseases that's going on around this world. You got the COVID-19 or coronavirus. You know, it's affecting the whole world. Now, is it a pandemic? Is it man-made? Which one is it? Does anybody really know? The United States keeps blaming China, and China says, no, it's not us. It originated from somewhere else. You just brought it over here to us. Think about this, folks. If that virus was released over in China, how come that whole region over there is not affected like it is over here? If that virus originated in China, then why is it, if it originated in Wuhan and the people that was in that market left that market, right, and ventured out throughout China, right, wouldn't China have more cases of it than the United States? If that virus was released in China, China would have more cases than the United States. China would have more deaths and more cases than the United States if that virus was released in China. So one has to put two and two together. If it was released in China and they have less death and less cases than the United States, then where did that virus originate? We keep calling it, no, not we. The United States President DJ Trump calls it the China virus. Well, if it was a China virus, then why is it not China more affected than the United States? If DJ Trump is calling it the China virus, why is it that the United States is more affected by the virus than China, if it was released in China, if it originated in China? Would not it be more of a widespread case over there than over here? So what is the truth? Who has the truth in regards to that? Who has the truth in regards to the Holy Bible? Who has the truth in regards to the Apocrypha? Who honestly has the truth? Edom, so-called white man, says he has. But he's not following the rules and laws. Right? He's not doing nothing about child sex trafficking, right? If this country was such a righteous country, this whole world, period, if it was such a righteous country, there would be no child sex trafficking going on. There would be no sex trafficking going on, period. But this whole world claims to be righteous, right? All the leaders of this world claim to be righteous. Righteous men. But they're not. So, how can all these leaders of all these nations say they're a righteous nation and that they all believe in God, Yahawah, Shem, Mashiach, YAHAWASHI, right? If they believe in him, they trust in him, they have faith in him, right? Then why are they not stopping the child sex trafficking or the sex trafficking period? Why do they continue to supply all these rebels with weapons and bombs? Why all these nations who say that they're a righteous nation and we trust in God, we believe in God, who we ignorantly call God, Jesus, but his real true name is Yahawah, Shem, Mashiach, YAHAWASHI. So if all these nations say they trust in God and believe in God, right, then why is all this wickedness going on in this world? If mankind today say, oh, I believe in God, I trust in God, well then why are all the leaders of this country not doing anything to stop all of this unrighteous, wicked, evil things that's going on around this world? Bombing hospitals, bombing children. They don't care about a child's life. It don't mean nothing to them, right? Because they'll just bomb anywhere. Oh, there was weapons here and there's no weapons there, but they're gonna bomb it anyway. If all these nations who have the weapons and they're selling it to other nations, you're not being righteous, you're being wicked. And then you got those weapons that those terrorists, as you like to call them, terrorists, militias, this right wing, this armed group, that armed group, that, you know, the nations that make these weapons and have these weapons, they're giving it to the you claim to be righteous, but you're giving it to wicked people to kill children, women, and men, to blow up places. So how can any nation say that they're a righteous nation when they allow child sex trafficking and they allow any other kind of forms of sex trafficking? They're killing children on a daily basis. So how can any nation say that they're a righteous nation and yet they're not following the law, statute, and commandments of the Most High Yahawah, Hashem, Hamashiach, YAHAWASHI? None of them are following them. So who has the truth in regards to the Holy Bible? Is it the preachers? Is it the Pope? The Pope says he's the man of God, right? The Pope says he is God on this earth. Because that's what he says. That's what the Catholic Church says. They say they are God on this earth and that the Pope is the God. Well, then why is the Pope not doing anything about all these wicked, evil things that are going on in this world? Why is the Pope not doing anything about it? Same thing with the pastors and the priests. You know, the Catholic Church have had so many child sex priests that's been caught or some been recommended. How's it to say you're the Church of God, but yet you got all these priests molesting children starting at an early age in these churches? How is it that they can say that they're men of God, but They're molesting children in the church. You can't claim to be man of God and you're not doing anything to help. With all that money you got and the riches that you got, that you stole in the first place from another nation of people, and you can't stop the child sex. You say you're the man of God, then why are you not doing anything to stop all the wickedness that's going on in this earth? Or in any other preacher or pastor that say that they're a man of God, why they're not doing anything to stop all the wickedness that's going on in this earth? Why does that continue to go on? For there is no truth in the earth, right? Who has turned the truth into a lie? Surely not Yahawah, but Shem Mashiach YAHAWASHI. For the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. If the earth was not given into the hands of the wicked, would any of this child sex trafficking, the wars, the murders, the killing, the homelessness, would any of that be going on if the wicked was not in rule? If the righteous was in rule, none of that stuff would be going on. None of it. If the righteous was in rule, there would be no wickedness going on in this earth. Satan and his dominions, who's in the flesh, are the wicked. Satan, who has a flesh on this earth, has his dominions. You can call them devils, you can call them Satan, you can call them serpents, you can call them spirits, you can call them demons. Either way, the wicked is ruling and controlling this earth. You got all these leaders that like to get on stage and say, oh, we need to talk about this, we need to do this, we need, no, this needs to happen, this needs to happen, we care about other people's life. But no, they're not. They don't. Because when you don't go along with what their narrative is, they'll blow you up. Who on this earth likes to blow people up? It ain't just the Arabs now. Everybody's saying the Arabs are like the Arabs. They like to go Allah Akbar kaboom, right? No, it ain't just the Arabs. It ain't just the Arabs. It is not just the Arabs. All nations are going around blowing people up. And they like to blame the Arabs for it. But it ain't just the Arabs that's doing all this blowing up. So with that, I didn't want to be too long. I just want to, briefly talk about a few things. In regards to the earthquakes and the pestilence and the diseases that's going on around this world. Earthquakes popping off, volcanoes popping off, flooding all over the world, places blowing up, fires. This is end time signs in regards to what's going on in this world. We are in the last days. And the Most High is paying this earth a visit. With that, I want to say all praises to the Most High. Yahweh B'Shem, Hamashiach, Yahawashai. Shalom.